I am going to be teaching and showing you today how you can use the campaign section of Command to do social media posts. A couple things to know before we jump in and get started in Command is you can only schedule posts to go out on your Facebook business page. And today's class is about regular posts that are not paid, not boosted, just regular content posts. So that's what today's class is going to be about. We're going to go into Command. I'm going to show you where you can pull content from, how you can do a very quick post, and then how to schedule those to go out in the future or right now or sometime later today on your Facebook business page. So let's get started.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
Is there a reason why you can't do it on your personal page?
It just doesn't allow that.
Okay.
Yeah, it just, those pages don't function the same way. It looks like there's a lot of background noise from someone. I don't know if it was the person who was speaking, but.
Oh, no, it's not me.
Yeah, let me mute this other person. Okay. And that was you, Taylor, right? Asking the question?
Yeah.
So yeah, the pages, they just function differently. I am not sure if I have ever on any sort of platform been able to pre-schedule posts on my personal page. So there are other programs that you can use to post on your business page for you to pre-schedule posts to go out. Like Hootsuite is one example. So if you are a person that uses multiple social media platforms, you should also know that where I'm going to show you to do this in Command today, you can only do your Facebook business page, and I think you can do Twitter as well. And Twitter, there's just like personal Twitter accounts. There's actually no business Twitter account. But if you're wanting to post on Instagram and schedule those in advance, or LinkedIn, you can't do that through Command. You'll have to use a different program to do that. So again, I can recommend a couple programs for you if you want to accomplish this, but on more platforms. I can recommend a different tool, but I only teach on Command. So that's what I'm going to show you guys today. It's just the capabilities we have here. And by the way, this is only going to be about a 30-minute class. I know on the calendar it's for an hour, at least it was on my calendar, but it'll only take about 30 minutes. And just to remind you where to sign in, agent.kw.com is where you'll sign into Command. And you're going to look for the megaphone tool on the left-hand side that says campaigns. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is a quick post. If you just want to check out the pre-created content that KW has for you, so that means a caption and a photo that you can quickly turn out on your business page, you can find those right here. So quick post, this is the section. We're just in the campaigns dashboard section. If you don't like these that it's showing here, you can shuffle. And it's going to show you a couple different variations. Here is one I'm going to click and use. So I just clicked on the image and it's opened up to this page here with a caption, including emojis, which you can edit if you want. It also has a photo already. You may have to upload your DBA logo here if this doesn't show up by default. And this is just, your office logo. When would you like to post? You can publish right now, or you can schedule for the future. And you can select a time as well. So Here's the time at the bottom. I'm just going to do June 11th, 10 a.m. Here are all of the Facebook pages that I have connected to this account. And where I did this, I'm not going to go over this in the class today, but I did post a quick tip earlier this week on my YouTube channel with how to do this. So it's how to connect your Facebook business page. You can come to the settings section. And there are two places to connect your Facebook business page. I recommend going ahead and connecting for ads and for scheduling posts. And if you have a Twitter that you also want to post on, you can connect that in the settings section also. And then you'll be able to select if that's a place you want this to go as well. On the right-hand side, you can preview your post. It's giving me the option for Twitter, but I can switch to the Facebook view. So this is how it will look when it's posted. I'm not going to share on Twitter. And then I'm going to go ahead and schedule post, or you can save as draft. If you select this box to create another, it's going to open up again to a similar type screen where I can write a new post, add a new image, and create another. So that's what this checkbox does. Now, before we create another post to schedule, I want to show you guys some designs in the design section that we can use. Like holiday posts, for example. Let's see, Juneteenth is coming up on June 19th. So I'm going to specifically look for a post for that holiday. I'm going to actually now, instead of campaigns, I'm going to go into designs. So again, now we're switching gears to create a social media graphic. And then we're going to pull it into campaigns and pre-schedule it. I'm going to click this plus symbol in the bottom right corner. Then click social and next. You can find tons of different social media graphics here. Like for example, it's just opening up to download my mobile app. If you have a listing coming up, so Taylor, if you have yours listed on coming soon already, you can actually take a for sale or just list it and you can change the verbiage to coming soon. So something you want to post. You can create a graphic here. Just click on just listed and pick a design. Make sure you're using, I would recommend Social Square. That's the universal for Instagram, Facebook, and everything now. Social wide will work on Facebook, but social, if you just want to knock it out for multiple platforms in one go, Social Square is good for all. So if you have a coming soon listing or an on-market listing you want to advertise, you can use one of these. And I just mean this is, again, just a regular post you're going to schedule to go out on your business page. All right, I'm going to go down to, where are holidays? Let's find it. It's in here somewhere. Lead generation, holiday greetings. Actually, I'm going to do a Pride one for this month. And I'll do a Juneteenth one too. But okay, I'm going to do Social Square. And I'm going to do this first one. So I just clicked that button in the top right corner of this graphic that said use, and then it opens up to this graphic. And all there is for me to do on this graphic is replace the DBA name, which is our logo. I already have mine under brand assets. It's not the best. Oops, I'm gonna undo that. So I'm gonna first click this DBA logo on the bottom right. Then I'm gonna go to the logos section. Oh, it's not working here actually. So usually when I hover over one of these, there's a replace, like a quick button, but it's not coming up. So I'm just gonna delete this logo. Actually, it's not allowing me to delete it. That's weird. Why is this locked? All right, well, I'm going to show you guys a quick hack. So instead of just replacing that, I'm going to create a shape. Let's see, how do I do that? To just go over that and block it out. Let me move our photos here. Oops. Okay, undo. And now I don't know how I got this button to appear, but shapes is coming up at the top. And I'm gonna do a rectangle. Okay, that's so weird. It's not allowing me to move this image. Even the shape that I just placed. Okay. That's weird. All right, well, I don't want to take up your guys' time for this, so I'm gonna just undo that and save this image as is. Not sure why I'm having these kind of issues with this. Might just be my browser, I guess. I'm not sure. So when you're finished with this image, you can name it. And then it's just gonna save automatically. But you can click file, save there to be safe. You don't have to download it if you want to pull it into the campaigns tool. There is another way that we can do it. So I'm just going to click done without downloading it. And I'm going to go back to campaigns. And I'm going to click create campaign in the top right corner. Remember, we tried quick post, but this is something different. We're creating our own post using that graphic. And the option you're going to choose is social post. We're not going to choose the paid option. That would be for a paid ad on Facebook.
But you could, if you wanted to do a paid ad, you could click that and it would work the same way.
It does not work the same way. Paid
Okay.
ad is going to have a bunch of different selections here. So paid ad is really completely different, actually. That is, you're putting money to serve that ad in front of people that are not already following your page.
But if I wanted, like, let's say I wanted to do the, coming soon example that you just shared, and I wanted to save it the post itself, I could make it look like what I just designed if I wanted to.
Yes and no. The only thing you need to be careful of with using those graphics and doing them in a paid ad is that there is a rule that text cannot be covering more than 20% of your graphic. And that rule does not apply to regular posts like the one I'm posting now. So that's the only thing that you need to pay attention to if you're using a graphic that you created in Designs on a paid ad. Only difference, yeah. But, go ahead and try it, Taylor, and see if your ad's approved,
Okay, yeah. And then one last thing, if I wanted to just download it, like, you just showed that option. Could I download the creative? Like, you guys don't have any problem if I wanted to share it to my.
Oh no, yeah, you
personal
can
profile?
absolutely, you can use that tool, but when you are creating a post or an ad, you can use this browse design library button and you can pull in the image this way.
Okay, so technically I could do my personal Facebook if I wanted to. I could just save it and then just do it like more manually and not schedule it out.
Correct, yeah. And you can download those graphics from Designs. Anything you create in Designs, you can download. But if you want to avoid downloading it and you're going to post it through command, you can easily pull it in this way from the design section.
Perfect, thanks.
So it's just really, I guess this is like to streamline the workflow. But yeah, if you're going to post through something else like Hootsuite or you're posting to something else like LinkedIn, you're going to have to download it first because you can't do those posts through command. So I'm going to just write a little post here. And then I'm going to add the rainbow emoji, and there's a rainbow flag too. All right, so I pulled that image in from the design section already. And my DBA logo, it looks like it's going to overlay the photo anyways, so I don't even really need that logo on the bottom right corner. I could have just deleted that if it would have allowed me to. And then schedule a post. So I can schedule this for like the 19th or something. I'm going to schedule it on this page. And then here's my preview on the right-hand side. And I can click schedule post. Right now, I'm just going to save as draft. And really, if I want to do this for all the holidays in the year and schedule these in advance, I can just go ahead and finalize the designs and schedule them ahead of time. So for Juneteenth, for example, I'm going to create another social media graphic. I'm going to select, I like this one right here and this one right here. I'm going to use this one. And let's see if I can, on this graphic, I am able to just delete that. So again, it's going to place my logo over this, so I don't really need that. And actually, this is fine enough for me. I'm just going to go ahead and rename it. And file, save, even though it auto saves. And to Taylor's point, if you want to download, you can use this download button. You can select your file type and download in any of these formats. You can select to include crop marks, bleed. That's if it's print material that you need to send to a printer, so not a social media post. And then if this were a multi-page document, this would apply, but I'm just gonna click done because I'm gonna pull that in. It's already saved in Command Designs, so I don't have to download it. I'm gonna go back to campaigns now and schedule this last one to go out. In the top right corner, I'm gonna click Create Campaign. Do a regular social post. And I'm going to choose from designs. And here's my design. I'm going to click on that. Just taking a second to load. Oh, let's see. Let me try that again. Here we go. Now it worked. Crop image. Here's my post on the right. I'm going to do a little bit of a longer post here. Color. So I'm gonna probably also, I would add something historical about what the holiday is and maybe a link to a resource. All right, I'm going to link to this article. There's a space for a link, so I'm going to add a link, validate that link. Ooh, it looks like it's actually trying to replace my image. Okay, so it's only one or the other. So if I want to do that link, I have to do it in the caption. All right, and I'm going to schedule the post for June 19th. And I'm gonna go ahead and click schedule. All right, so now if I want to see what posts I have scheduled, at the top of my campaigns page, under social posts, I can see this week what's scheduled. So there's something Friday at 10 a.m., which is this one for June 11th, this quick post. And then if I go to, let's see, and it has all channels selected. So it's showing anything for this, or if I had something scheduled on Twitter, it would show up here. It's showing the week view. I can click to the month view. And here's showing live and scheduled posts. If I want to see drafts, I can switch to drafts. So I also see I have one on the 19th at 10 a.m. and I can click that. and see the preview of my post. Okay, so that's how we can see our social media calendar for the future. All right, so that concludes today's class. I'm going to open it up to questions. So everyone who's on the call, feel free to unmute yourselves. I'm going to check the chat. Susie, you said, what did I click to get to this section with the designs and templates? It's this button here that looks like it's sort of a paintbrush. So you can click on that to get to designs. And don't forget, if you are new at using Command and you want to easily see all the titles to all the tools, just click the red KW button in the top left corner. And all the labels pop out.
That's cool that I thought it was under social. So it's good to know that these are designs that can apply to many different communication tools.
Yeah. And like I did mention, you can download them to leverage them on whatever platform you want. So some other resources, if you want to post, pre-schedule things to go out on more things. So Hootsuite is what I used to use at a different company. HOOTSUITE. So it does, I think, cost money. So that's one thing to be aware. There's also, you know, for Instagram, there are issues. So Instagram right now, you can't actually go to Instagram.com and post something here on from a desktop. So notice here, there's no way for me to really post something. I can view posts, I can view my messages, I can view stories, but you have to do a post via mobile, which is such a hassle. I know these professional Instagrammers, they're not doing that. I found this great site. It's called Later. And I think this one is free. It's just called later.com. So I think you can use this somewhat for free. It's an all-in-one social marketing platform. Plan, analyze, and publish your content. So this one is the best for posting on Instagram in particular. It looks like you can do Pinterest, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And I think you can do Instagram stories. I haven't used this, but I know you can use it free to some degree. So later.com is great for the things that, actually it looks like you can do Facebook and Twitter too, but. So check this out if you want more than just pre-scheduling to your Facebook business page or Twitter, because that's what you can do with Command. Any other questions or comments or feedback?
I'm all good.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's 11:29. I really appreciate all of your time. Thank you everyone for attending.